pick it up and talk like this. Oh, this is actually on the computer? Thing you should put there. Well, it needs to be the only one here Mackenzie's voice. It would look kind of funny. It's like another person. We have a third guest today.
Okay, we're unmuted and all that good stuff, yeah. Okay, we are going to start with Mackenzie and Grace. First question.
Grace, you had a little trouble shooting in the first half, but then you ended up being in the top two, like top scorers. So what kind of message does this send to your bench of just keeping on persevering through the game and, you know, ultimately ending up on top?
I mean, I think it's something that as upperclassmen, as someone that has played, you know, in the Elite Eight and NCAA tournament, and this is my fourth year here, I think that's something that I always try to model. And I know that Mackenzie and Allie and Nikki and all those girls that have been here so long try to model to the younger kids that just if your shot's not going in, you can still impact the game in other ways, whether that's cheering your teammates on from the bench, whether that's setting up teammates. And then if you kind of keep that good juice going in other ways, I think your scoring will eventually come. So I think it's just a maturity thing. I've been through it a million times, and hopefully I think we're all good role models for the younger kids on the bench.
You guys got 19 rebounds tonight for high points last game. What's going right for you right now? It seems like you're doing pretty well.
I mean, I'm just, you know, as Coach Moore would say, do the work. I'm doing it every day. I'm not really changing anything about who I am and what I'm doing. Just staying the course and not getting too high on the highs and too lows on the lows, because we know it's a long season and there's going to be a lot of hills and valleys, and just trying to stay consistent is something I've really worked on, and not being so hard on myself when I step on the floor. But yeah, just trying to stay consistent with myself.
Yeah, Mackenzie, you've been across the last 6 games, you've been the leading scorer on the team all 6 games, and you're averaging over 20 points per game in those 6 games. What have you done differently kind of since the very start of the season in terms of being able to have a greater impact on the game?
Yeah, like I was just saying, just staying consistent, continuing to work hard. You know, I have great guards, so that helps. They feed me the ball and they have confidence in me. So my coaches all the way through, all the players all have confidence in me. So that helped me when I get the ball in the post. I know that they're confident in me, and just trying to stay consistent.
Hey, Mackenzie, congratulations on the win. Mackenzie, how difficult and challenging was it to guard Williams, number 33 out there, both the center and also seems to be driving the ball down at this point?
Yeah, she played really well. So credit to her. She was extremely athletic and was good at, you know, getting down in the paint, working herself in. I think that we probably could have done. I know we could have done a better job guarding her, but she's really athletic, and she's long and has a good handle, and just played well tonight, I thought.
Yeah, you guys had 38 points in the paint, only shot 2-16 from 3-point range. Were you from the beginning of the game kind of planning to get it down low, or was that something like you kind of shifted to if you weren't shooting well?
I mean, I think that's kind of what our team, our coach's message to us is every single game, just because of the personnel we have on our team, we really want to work inside out. I think a lot of teams work outside in, but we really want to focus on getting paint touches, whether that's Mackenzie and Alexa on the post, or us guards driving in there and getting paint touches. And if we get a kick out 3 and it's a good shot, I think we're always going to take it. But we know what our strengths is. So I think when we are hitting threes, we certainly kind of want to focus on getting easy shots by the rim.
Mackenzie, DeAndre came in and had a couple key rebounds, a couple key points today. How much have you been helping her work on her post game? What have you seen from her, especially in the game?
Yeah, KB played great tonight. Gave a lot of good energy off the bench, as did, Chloe. And we need that from them every single night, and we know how hard that they work. So I just try to be a good example. But KB works extremely hard, just like the rest of us do. She gets in, works on her game, and she's done a great job. She's extremely aggressive and can rebound really well. And when we go against each other, she's super aggressive, and I know what it's like seeing her go to work down there. And so it's been nice to see how she's progressed as a player, but she works extremely hard.
Go to Matt Cohen on the Zoom. Matt, go ahead.
Hey, Grace, I wanted to ask kind of about, I guess after the Fairfield game, we chatted a little bit about, I guess, the shooting slump, so to speak, and kind of how you broke out of that. And I guess now kind of you've had a few games in a row where everything seems to be going. I think you're shooting something like 60% the last 3 games in a row. So I guess now kind of on more of just like a hot streak, I guess, so to speak. How's that been feeling, I guess, for you, or on the floor, I guess, where as your confidence level kind of back to where maybe you have always liked it to be, I guess, now that things seem to be working again?
I think now that I've been playing basketball for a really long time, I'm in my 4th year here at IU, my confidence level pretty much stays the same. Maybe when I was a freshman, I wasn't hitting shots, I would kind of get down on myself and maybe question my shot. But whether I miss 5 shots in a row or make 5 shots in a row, at this point in my career, I try to mentally stay pretty consistent. And so, it's always good to make shots, and hopefully I can kind of keep that going.
Go to Amanda on the Zoom next. Amanda, go ahead.
Hey guys, just wondering if you could talk about what the mindset was going into halftime and then coming into the 3rd quarter. Obviously, you went on that big run. Was there anything happened during halftime that you guys talked about, and just kind of the momentum going into the 3rd quarter?
Yeah, I think that we really wanted to step up our intensity on the defensive end. I think that we were a little, relaxed at sometimes on that end. So just stepping up and being really aggressive, and I thought we did a better job in the second half, but just continuing to stay aggressive on defense, and then offensively up the tempo and push the pace, and get some ball screen actions in, were all things that we looked at going into half.
Anybody else in the room here with a question?
Yeah, you guys won the rebounding battle 29-47. Mackenzie, you at 19, a career high. What did you guys do differently, or to so handily dominate the boards throughout the game?
I think anytime you have someone like Mackenzie that gets 19 rebounds, I think she kind of single-handedly helped us out-rebound them. And she was obviously a big part of that. But coming into the game, I know a big focus was our guards boxing out too, so keeping our mans off the glass, and then either going and getting the ball or letting Mackenzie go get the ball. So it's all 5 of our jobs to rebound, to box out, and it's great to have someone like Mackenzie that can go and get 19 of them.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Try to think back. Is it over? So it says there were 6 seconds. We should have a same.
How you doing? Good.
All right, Indiana head coach Terry Moore, make an opening statement and then take questions.
Well, it's a win. Let's start with that. I thought we got off to a slow start. I thought we were pretty sluggish for, well, I don't know. I would say 35 minutes of most of the game. I thought we were really good coming out of halftime, ready to go defensively, made a 13-0 run, and then we kind of went back to being sluggish defensively. And so glad that, we won the game, but not as pleased as I wanted to be with us defensively this afternoon. We stayed right at the 11 turnover mark, which is, I suppose, good for us. I wanted to be under 11. I thought KB was the energy player of the game. I thought she came in and gave us tremendous minutes. a tremendous amount of energy. So if there was one bright spot, I would say that she was that. I thought Allie Patberg did a great job in Grace Berger of managing the game throughout. But I did think that, Mac has a double-double, which is great. But my issue today with my basketball team is that I thought we were very, very poor defensively this afternoon.
All right, first question from Matt Cohen on Zoom.
Hey, Coach, I wanted to ask about the rebounding to start with. I forget what the exact margin was. I think you got rebounded them by like 20 or so rebounds. I guess something I think that you guys have improved with on that margin throughout the year, I think top 60 in the country now, is how much of a focus was that today against the Western Michigan team where you seemed to outsize them by a pretty good margin?
Well, I think that was the key right there, Matt. We just outsized them. And, I don't know that, we still feel like we have a ways to go in that particular area with rebounding the ball and doing a better job. Feels like in each game, there's always a couple series where we're disappointed that we don't get the box outs that we need. But, I think it was a matter that we were bigger today. We were faster, we were stronger. And I think that's why you see the discrepancy in the rebounding. But it is something we've been emphasizing. It's something we talk about along with the turnovers. But we needed every one of them today, just because, like I said, I thought we were, if they didn't score and we didn't get the rebound, it seemed like that every time I turned around, they were knocking in another shot or a long three. We just weren't as tight and as sharp as we needed to be. But, rebounding is an area that we are improving on.
Question in the room to your right, Evan, right here.
Yeah, what did you tell your team at halftime to get them to come out and start the third quarter really sharp, and then why didn't that stick?
Well, I think it wasn't me so much as, Coach Box. He oversees us defensively, and I think he tried to jumpstart them, getting them going with a spirited halftime talk that I won't share. But, I think more than anything, we just challenged them to be so much better. I felt like at times I looked out there, or we weren't moving, or it's kind of like we were moving in quicksand, especially Lex and I thought Mac and Nikki, who we expect her to get us going. She had some miscues defensively that led to some open threes. And so it was a matter of our lack of focus. I thought we were slow foot speed today. And so it's more of a challenge to come out and be better. And I thought we were, we made the 13-0 run. A lot of that had to do with what we were doing defensively, but we didn't sustain it. That was what was a little bit frustrating. And so you can chalk it up to, we just came off a finals week. So maybe their minds aren't as fresh. You can chalk it up to, us getting a delayed start because of the shot clocks wouldn't work. But those are all excuses that we're not going to make. We were just not as good as we needed to be on the defensive end today.
Skip to your left here.
Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Skip.
You were just talking a few days ago about the consistency or lack thereof from your bench players. And as you mentioned, you got tremendous minutes and energy coming from KB today. She came off in the first 2.5 minutes of her play, had 4 points, 3 rebounds right off the gate. She was just that front end of that free throws there at the end of the game,
right,
away from a double-double. Talk a little bit more about what she was able to turn around and where that success came from.
Well, I just think that she's a kid that I will say, just in talking my conversations with her, I think she's been a little bit frustrated with her play. And it's, I think self-imposed, I just don't think she thinks she's playing well. And so I think it's a product, of her just coming in, and she keeps doing the work, right? As we always say, she's more conscientious about what we need her to do, what her role is for us. And I think she's paying better attention, especially defensively with, there are some limitations that she does have. There are a lot of really good things that she provides for us. But, as we keep saying with KB needs to understand, how she can guard to have the most success. And I think she's really trying to focus in on that for her. And then she's an energy player. She always has been, since she arrived in Bloomington, whether that was, around the free throw line, whether that she's going to take extra charges. She's always going to dive on the ball for loose balls, or dive on the floor for loose balls. I mean, that's just sort of her DNA and who she is. And so it's great to see her, and I can't wait to get in the locker room and just tell her team, right, just how valuable and how well I thought she played today, and the energy that she provided. As disappointed as I am in us defensively, in our free throw shooting, I'm as excited for her because she had a great day, and that won't be missed by me when I get in here in about 5 or 10 minutes to see our team.
Haley in the front row.
Hey, thank you.
From the field today, was that due to them being guarded really well? And did you think that they got good looks, or what was the issue there?
I don't know that we got, obviously we thought we got good looks. I think we took some bad shots, especially I thought Nikki, there was a couple in the second quarter. I thought Mac was guilty of, missing, getting her own rebound and trying to force another shot up versus kick that thing back out where we could get the ball popping and perhaps the ball could find her again. And then I thought in the second half, again, we were guilty of taking bad shots, making bad decisions. And so that's the one great thing about film is that we'll go back, we'll watch it, we'll show our players what a good shot looks like for us inside the game, in certain situations. And so, I think it wasn't a great shooting night for us. Obviously our kids thought that they were open, and they could have been, but and some of those that shots that they did take, I was frustrated with. I just thought they were it was a bad choice, right, on their part to take them. And especially when you anytime you get an offensive rebound and you have the lead that you have, the best thing you can do, right, is to kick that thing back out and get another possession. You get a new 30-second clock. We saw Nikki there again, try to go between 3 or 4 people, and she turns it over. Well, that's a lost possession for us. And so it's those types of teaching moments that we're going to have, I think, tomorrow with our team, for several of them. On is this a good shot? Are you balanced enough to go back up with that shot? And they'll see themselves, and I think that they'll agree that it probably if they had to go all over again, hopefully they would have made a different decision.
The last question here, Matt.
Yeah, Coach. You touched on it a little bit there, but what does it mean for you guys in your offense when you have a player like Mackenzie Holmes, who's now averaging over the last 6 games over 20 points per game? Led the team in scoring tonight as well.
I mean, it just means that she's a really good 5, right, on a good basketball team that has balanced scoring. And I think that's what I know those guys that are on the floor with Mac, feel like if we can run our stuff and execute at a high level in which we have before, and we want to do, we're gonna keep getting good looks for Mackenzie. But Mac also creates her own shots because she's willing to run. She's committed to transition offense. It's just it's nice to have a post player that we call her the cheat code every now and again because we feel like every time the ball goes into her, something good is likely to happen. I thought tonight she was just a little overzealous. Like I said, she missed it around the rim, got it, was not balanced, tried to go back up again, miss. And eventually she got fouled. But, those are the areas where we got to continue to help Mac grow. When that happens, it's the best remedy is to get that ball back out. The ball eventually finds you again, but not to force and take a bad shot. And I think she wasn't the only one guilty of that this afternoon. I thought we had several of them, but we'll fix that hopefully before Tuesday.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.